am using some greenery up, and this is actually some old greenery that I've had for a while that's been down in a box in my basement, so it needs to be fluffed out. I also did purchase a few new pieces of greenery at Hobby Lobby today. All of their Christmas greenery and swags and picks and everything are all 60% off. So I figured today was a good day to go grab some of that stuff, because today I'm going to be making a mailbox swag. This is going to go over the top of my mailbox. So I like to decorate out near my mailbox. I have a mailbox at the end of my long driveway. I like to decorate so that when people drive by, it just looks festive. We have our lights and everything on the front of our house, and I also do some decorating out on our front porch. But I just like to decorate my mailbox up nicely, you know, for the mailman when he drops the mail off. And I don't know, that's just me. I like to, you know, do something special out there at Christmas. So today I'm going to be making a swag, and I'm going to be using this greenery. Again, like I said, I've had this greenery sitting in a box in my basement. I usually use this outside, so it's just like plain pine needle greenery. It's not like the best quality. I want to say it was like $10 a strand when I got it. But I mean, it's the kind that you can get at either Walmart or, I mean, Hobby Lobby has some, and Joann Fabrics had some, and I've seen it around a bunch of places, but it's not like the real expensive stuff. It's like the cheap stuff. So I'm going to be using that. The thing with this is it's really long. So it's like, I don't know, it's probably, if I lay it all out, maybe 9 feet, I'm thinking. So yeah, it's pretty long. So I'm going to be actually combining it. So I'm going to actually fold it in thirds, I believe, and then it's going to hang over the top of my mailbox. But I'll show you exactly how I'm going to go ahead and do it. So let's get started. So as you can see, I'm like taking this whole cardinal theme like way over the top this year. I ended up buying myself this cardinal long sleeve shirt, and I really like it. It's really festive, and I don't know, I'm all about the cardinals this year. Anyhow, back to the greenery. So I've got this long greenery right here. So what I'm going to do first of all is I'm going to kind of fold it into thirds, because I definitely don't need this much of it. And I'm thinking thirds will probably be a good length to cover my entire mailbox. So I'm folding it to about like this. It ends up being about 3 feet long. So I'm thinking that it's about a 9-foot piece total. So what I'm gonna do is, once I fold it into thirds like this, I'm actually gonna just take some of these pieces right here, and I'm gonna kind of twist them with the other pieces from the other strands that I folded, just to kind of hold it all together. So just twisting, and I'm gonna probably do it I'll do it at the top, I'll do it in the middle. So I'll take one from this one, I'll take one from this one, and I'll just twist those together. And I'll take another one from the middle one and one from the side and twist those together, just so that it's staying together as one piece. And I've actually cut this stuff before. Actually, this is the same stuff that I've used for my front door swag. Same exact stuff. The only difference with my front door swag is I had a piece of like a metal backing on it that kind of made it a little bit sturdier. But it's the same stuff. So now that I have it all together and have my pieces all together, I'm going to fluff it out. And I'm going to take a few minutes and just fluff it out really good so that it looks halfway nice. So I fluffed it all out so it's nice and full. For the most part, there's a few little spots that maybe could use a little bit more fluffing. But now I'm going to take this holly berry stuff that I have. And like I said, this came from Hobby Lobby. It's normally $12.99. It was 60% off. So I want to say it was like $5, something like that I paid for it. And I'm going to take this holly berry and I'm going to take it out of the package and I'm gonna just intertwine it into this piece, and I'm gonna kind of maybe go down the front or maybe down one side with it, and then kind of come back the other side, and then just use these little branches to just twist around some of the leaves and stuff here to hold it into place. So I attached all of that holly berry to my garland. So now I have a nice thick piece of garland, and it's basically going to just sit on the top of my mailbox, much like that. But I'm gonna, before I go and put it out on my mailbox, I'm gonna just add a few more pieces of flowers and picks to it, just to kind of brighten it up a little bit. So I got these sparkly poinsettias, and they have the little clip on the back, and they were $2.99 and 60% off the price. So I'm gonna put 2 of these on here. And then I got 2 of these like more bronzy colored berries, and then 2 of these like frosted red berries. And so with these, I'm probably gonna put the berries on first, and I'll probably do like 1 of each color on each side. And again, I'm just going to use the branches and just wrap it around these picks just to kind of hold it in place. So let's go ahead and do that now. All right, I'm gonna start with one of the bronzy color berries. I'm gonna kind of just spread it apart a little bit. And I want them to kind of sit closer to the top, so I'm not going to put them way down the bottom like this. I'm going to actually put them more towards the middle. And I'm just going to slide that pick in, and again, just wrap. So I'm just wrapping these branches just around the actual pick itself, just to hold it in place. You only need 1 or 2 to really hold it in place good. And you can maybe do 1 closer to the top, just because it's going to be outside and exposed to the weather. So there's 1. I've got 1 up at the top like this, and I'm going to do the same thing with 1 on the opposite side. Okay, so I put my little berries on my garland here. I put the little copper colored ones on first, and then I put the red ones on top closer to the middle. I actually have 1 more that I'm going to put kind of going this way on top. So once I attach those, I'll kind of spread them out a little bit so that they look nicer. Then I have these red poinsettias, and they're on a clip, and I'm probably going to wait and put these on after I attach this to the top of my mailbox. So yesterday I picked up some of this bright red wired ribbon from Hobby Lobby, and all of their Christmas decor is 60% off. So this is 90 feet of it, and this is going to be the ribbon that I'm going to be using for my outdoor decorations. So, I mean, as you can see here, I've got a couple old sleds and some skis that I'm going to be decorating, but that's going to be in a different video. But I wanted to put together a bow to go out on my mailbox. So I did. I just put together a nice big bow here, and really simple how to make these. All right, I have my ribbon, and how you make a big bow like that is I'm going to start at one end, and I'm going to figure out how long I want the tail. So this is going to be my tail. Then I'm going to make my first loop. So I'm going to want my loops to be about, I don't know, this is about 16 inches long. So I'm going to loop it once, and I'm going to open up my ribbon here longer, and I'm going to make another loop on the opposite side about the same length, and then I'm just going to pinch it in the middle like so. And I kind of just use my fingers to hold the center of the bow. Again, open it up, make another loop on the other side, pinch in the middle, and again, another loop, pinch. So you're basically just going back and forth making these loops. Now, I like to do 5 or 6 loops on each side, and that will create a nice thick, you know, full ribbon, or nice thick full bow. And then once you get to the point where you think your bow is full enough, then you can cut your ribbon. And I'm actually gonna, let me just make mine a little bit bigger here so that I can go ahead and cut it so I can show you. I'm gonna do probably 5 loops on each side. And I'll actually use this bow for maybe like the skis that I put in the front of my house. Now, what I also do is I start really large and then I'll work smaller and smaller and smaller. So my loops get smaller as I go. So that will give it more of like a full look. And so I'm down to, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I've got 5 loops. So now I'm gonna go ahead and cut my other tail the same length. I'm just gonna cut it off like that. And now you can see I've got loops on both sides of my fingers that are pinching the center. Now to tie this together, you can use floral wire, but I like to actually use another piece of smaller ribbon. So I'm gonna cut another piece of ribbon about 2 feet wide. And here's my piece right here. So I'm gonna just go through the center of my ribbon where I'm holding it, and I'm basically just gonna tie a double knot. So there's 1 knot, and I'm just gonna double it so that it doesn't come undone, just like that. So now here we have our ribbon. It looks kind of messy at the moment, but we can fluff it up and straighten out all of those pieces of those loops in the ribbon. And that's why I like using the wired ribbon too, because the wired ribbon really takes a nice shape. So as you can see, it's already fluffing up nicely. And then I just kind of like to curl my end pieces. So they kind of have a natural curl to them already, but I kind of just twist them around a little bit and curl them into place. So really simple. There's the bow right there. Okay, so for this bow that's going out on my mailbox, I just cut a small piece of floral wire, and it's probably like maybe 16 inches long. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna loop this floral wire through my knot, and then I'm gonna use this to attach it to my garland that's hanging on the top of my mailbox. Okay, so here is my mailbox, and here's that garland on the top of my mailbox. And basically what I did to attach it is over here on the back, you will see I used some twine instead of floral wire. I was going to use the floral wire, but I thought that the twine would hold better. So basically I just looped it through one of the loops of the garland, and I did the same on the other side, and then just tied it in a knot right in the back right here. So that will hold it securely into place. And I attached the red poinsettias on the top, and I have the bow right here, which I'm going to go ahead and attach the bow. I'll probably attach the bow more towards the back of it so that it really pops. So yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now, and I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. So I went ahead and attached it to the back, and I fluffed it all up. I kind of used those tails and kind of like pulled them down the sides of the garland, kind of just tucked in a few pieces and did some adjusting just a little bit, but I think it came out really pretty. this is the final look at it. I'm really happy with it. I think it just adds that nice little extra pop of Christmas to my mailbox, and I hope my mailman enjoys it. So yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned because I have more outdoor decor coming up. I'm going to be decorating those 2 sleds and the skis, and those are going to go on my front porch up there. So stick around and we will see you soon. Have a great day, guys.